Yes, start. Upon the two complainants, a notice was issued to the appellant, and upon the evidence adduced before him, the learned sessions judge made two orders, by one of which he called upon the appellant to furnish security of rupees 1500, and by another he issued a warning to the appellant holding that the issue of the said weekly Hindu dated 19/7/1954 contained objectionable matter within section 3 within bracket B full stop. Feeling aggrieved by the two orders, the original respondent, that is the keeper and publisher, has filed two separate appeals full stop. Next stanza. As these two appeals involve a common question, it will be convenient to dispose of them by a common judgment, and the only question for decision in both the appeals is whether, as the state contends, the article referred to above falls within the language of section 3 within bracket 5, or whether, as the appellant contends, it falls within explanation 1 to section 3 full stop. It will, I think, be convenient first to set out the relevant provisions full stop. Section 3 defines objectionable matter and provides that in this act the expression objectionable matter means any words, signs, or visible representations which are likely to promote feelings of enmity or hatred between different sections of the people of India full stop. There are three explanations added to this section, two of which need be mentioned in this place full stop. Explanation I is as follows. Comments expressing disapprobation or criticism of any law or of any policy or administrative action of the government with a view to obtain its alteration or redress by lawful means, and words pointing out with a view to their removal matters which are producing or have a tendency to produce feeling of enmity or hatred between two different sections of the people of India shall not deemed to be objectionable matter within the meaning of this section. Next stanza. In judging whether any matter is objectionable matter under this act, the effect of the words, signs, or visible representations, and not the intention of the keeper of the press or the publisher of the newspaper or news sheet, as the case may be, shall be taken into account full stop. In ascertaining the scope of section 3, two considerations arise full stop. The first is the freedom of the press, and the other is the limits within which the freedom of the press may be allowed to be enjoyed full stop. These two considerations are set out in a section, and the explanations attached to this section full stop and over.